Today is commencement day at Georgia Tech.
All right, we are going to continue to introduce you to many of our Georgia Tech graduates. And our next one has been someone that you've seen probably a lot of his work over the years if you're a fan of Georgia Tech football. This is Jeremy Paredes.
In high school, I really didn't want to go to Georgia Tech. It really wasn't on my list like, oh, I want to be a videographer, a photographer. Why am I going to a tech school? But the creative director for Georgia Tech football at the time, his name is Glenn Ingram, he actually reached out to me on Instagram. He found my work and he was like, hey, Jeremy, like, we love your work. We want you to come to Georgia Tech football. We're recruiting you to come and join our creative team. And for me, that was the goal. That was the dream, is to be a collegiate videographer, photographer. And so immediately I jumped at that offer and I started looking into what programs I could join at Georgia Tech. LMC was a way for me to do both Georgia Tech football while also pursuing my love for creative media and majoring in that. Coming in the first day freshman year, going straight to fall camp, straight into season, I feel like I was so thrown into it as a freshman, but I loved every moment of it. Being able to travel with the team to the away trips, being able to film all the home games, seeing some of my videos that I filmed and edited played on the Jumbotron here was something that I'll never forget. Yeah, interning for NBC Sports was a dream come true. I got to intern for the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics and helping them cover digital content. I was actually one of the first freshmen they have ever hired, and they told me that as I accepted my position. So I was really the baby of the group there, cutting up highlights, sending it to editors and producers. Fast forwarding to Paris 2024 Olympics, I was part of the craft edit team, and so I saw myself take a step from just foot in the door to actually helping on the edit team. And then now 2026 Milan Olympics, I'm hopefully looking forward to being one of those editors that I can really cut my own pieces every day. I feel like being associated with Georgia Tech just helps you grow in Atlanta. I feel like when you tell people that you went to Georgia Tech, you're going to Georgia Tech, or hey, I work for the Georgia Tech football team, or I know this alumni from Georgia Tech, I think that's helped me so much get into so many different pockets and rooms that I don't think I ever would have been. So I will be joining NBC Sports full-time, and I'll help edit their content for the Olympics and then coming up for the 2026 Milan Winter Olympics. And I'll also be freelancing with J-Dope FX Media Productions. I want to continue working for companies like The Dream, Night Edie, being able to freelance my way around Atlanta and across the country. So that's next for me.
All right, we are here with Jeremy Paredes, and as Bryce already mentioned, we're almost positive that you all have seen some of the work that he has done. Jeremy, to be honest, has kind of been a trailblazer in collegiate content creation. So I have to ask you, Jeremy, how did it feel to kind of be one of the first, students to be recruited to do content creation for Georgia Tech football?
Yeah, I mean, it was a blessing just being able to be here at Georgia Tech, such a great institute, and then being able to chase my dreams. You don't think of Georgia Tech as filmmaking, videography, but that's something that I've always wanted to do. And so getting that opportunity to work with the Georgia Tech football team has been just a dream come true.
And you aren't just doing content here at Georgia Tech. You've also got a chance to work with NBC and Olympics and intern there, and you're also starting a job there. Tell us about that experience and tell us what you're doing post-graduation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think sports get any bigger than the Olympics, and I love the Olympics, just being able to be in that world, being able to edit content for NBC Sports. So just being able that world, being in the sports world, I love it so much. And after graduation, I'll be working for NBC Sports coming up for Milan 2026 Winter Olympics.
Very exciting.
So that is actually really, really cool. But I have to ask, right? So I know you've done basketball and football and volleyball and all these Olympic things. Do you have a favorite sport to edit? Not play, but to edit when you're doing this content creation. Do you have a favorite sport?
I mean, I played soccer my whole life, so I got to go with soccer. But I will say, when I filmed SEC gymnastics, that was electric. So I would say trying new sports is always super fun for me.
Okay, that is really cool. And you already mentioned in the video, but I'm gonna give you another opportunity to kind of mention your freelance company, your own business. Tell everybody kind of what J-Dope Effects, what you offer and what you can kind of give people.
Yeah, so J-Dope FX Media Productions is my LLC. It's my media production company. And so I'm based out of Atlanta, but I love traveling the world, traveling the country, being able to make photo, video content for a variety of clients, whether that's sports or just commercial and lifestyle.
All right, y'all. I promise you, he does amazing work. Look up J-Dope FX. But right now, I know you have family here. I know you have friends out in the audience. Is there anyone that you want to say hi to or thank you to that's here today or watching online?
For sure. I mean, my family's right there. My dad, my mom, Aunt, Josh are there. My two best friends, Jack and Zoe. Shout out y'all, man. It's just been a blessing just to be here, and be surrounded by so many talented and driven people.
All right, we're going to miss Jeremy here over on the flats at Georgia Tech.
John Christopher Rarer. Jeremy Robert Paredes.